That goes, guys. Damn, Lakers, this is bad foul language. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Let's see here. Alright. I'm just finishing off with a bit of potion and energy refill farming. And then I think I'll take a look at Void in the Herald's difficulty. What are you guys up to? Other than crying now that Lakers is gone. How goes the day? Oh god. I thought you had to go to work, Lakers. Just keep on going, Tiger. Keep on going. Are you anxious for your next Path of Abyss tomorrow? Which fight are you most worried about? Or are you worried about any of them? I don't know if it was just my alliance or what, but it didn't seem like too many people were aware that AQ started yesterday. Like, we even started it late, and a ton of people were pretty late to joining it. And then when I saw, because I think I was on stream and somebody said something about they were doing an AQ, and I'm like, what do you mean AQ? AQ's not up yet. And I was looking at the tab for it, and I realized that it was counting down, but it hadn't reset like the history. So I was like, well, no, because the history's not reset, but it's just simply because we hadn't started it yet. So, oh boy. Wait, are you potion farming now, Lakers? Oh, okay. See, I don't get why people don't say stuff like that. Because, I mean, I wouldn't know unless somebody points it out, and it's a good thing to point out. Although then again, it could just be your age and your hearing might be bad. And that might be why other people aren't pointing it out, because they're young and vibrant and stuff and they don't have issues. So I have one more energy refill to pick up here. Right there. Oh wait, there was nothing else, right? Wait, so you're picking up health pots currently, or you're trying to potion farm? Oh, and you're working tonight, right? Wait, so will you start the Darkhawk fight while you're at work? That's hardcore, Tiger. How goes it, CJ? I know, man. Jeez. Such bad language, too. He should be setting a good example. But no. Don't want to chat. Nah. I guess she doesn't really talk too much. So CJ and Pass, what are you guys up to? Oh yeah, I gotta do a full run of this currently to reset it. Man, I've been getting, the other day I got 2 revives on the same path and 1 energy refill on another for 536. And then, yeah, I don't think it'll be that bad. Wait, what are you saying? 6 to 7? And that's path 3. Let's get out of here. Path 3. Yeah, so path 3 cost me 3,200, and I didn't have a very big stash going into it. So, and we're pretty similar. So I'd assume. Oh, the worst thing for me for path 3, which was the same as path 2, was Luke Cage. So when I did path 2, Luke Cage took me 23 revives. When I did path 3, he took me 20 revives. So it wasn't much of an improvement, but a little bit. So Darkhawk and Korg were the worst for me on path 3. And Havoc. But I don't know why I did it. I finished Bishop. No, I finished Red Skull, and I was tired. It was late at night. I knew Bishop would be pretty easy, and Bishop was one revive. It's easy to one-shot him. And then Korg and Havoc, for whatever reason, I did them late at night. And, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but Korg was 11 revives, Havoc was 8. If I had waited until the next day and showered and had something to eat and stuff, I think it would have been a fair bit less. But yeah, and then Ghost and Karnak were both one-shots. So after the champion, I just went full offensive masteries, like absolutely nothing in defense. I think 6 in proficiencies. And then yeah, Ghost and Karnak were one-shots, and Collector was 14 revives. So I don't think it's really too bad for you, Lakers. Luke Cage probably the worst. He's just annoying as hell. And other than that, it's not too bad. Oh, who are you intending to use for Havoc? And is the sound better now? Yeah, I'm trying to get as much farmed as I can for my last path. I just want to have it, well, obviously I want all of them to cost as little as possible, but I want to try to get that one really low. Mainly because when I did path 5, it cost a lot more than I was expecting. The big issue there was the Massacre fight, but in general it was costing more anyways. But the Massacre fight, just by itself, cost 2,000 units. Because I messed up and I went in with Aegon with too high of a combo. So I was unblockable for most of it, which made it pretty hard. And I didn't have any other options, whereas at least this time I'm going to have Corvus with me. So if Aegon isn't able to manage, Corvus should be able to do okay. Yeah, okay. Alright. Thanks for the sound info. Yeah, if you're, I think 500 combo is what you need for Havoc. And then for the second Havoc, you should be max combo. It makes it really easy. So. And I think Havoc on path 3, I think he's really... Oh, who are you taking in for Venom the Duck? It's not necessarily a hard fight, just long as... Well, I won't say much more than that. Nope. The only time I've been getting the 7-hour crystals is when I'm streaming and somebody asks me about it, or if I'm on somebody else's stream and they collected it, I'm like, oh shit. Other than that, nope. I think maybe once have I remembered on my own. I think that's a little bit silly, to be honest, that they didn't simply add it to the like counter or timer on the main page, like as the daily crystal and the, what is it, 4-hour crystal? I don't know why they didn't just simply add that in there. I think I should be able to do an L3, and then with that stun, be able to finish him off, but rather than chancing it. Oh, and I think I need to complete this path anyway, so high combo on Aegon isn't going to be bad. Who do you guys use for the Herald's difficulty with Void as the boss? Yeah, so I used both Doom and Symbiote Supreme for Path 3, and to be honest, just the amount of time, well no, Venom the Duck was still a long fight, but how easy Symbiote Supreme made it, it was definitely worth it. It was the only fight I used him on, But when I had done that with Doom, it was just so long. It wasn't a hard one. It was just long. All right, man. Have a good one. Don't work too hard. I'm sure you won't. So is it pas or pass de do? So have you and CJ, have you guys started the Abyss? If so, what do you think? I'm going to turn the music up a bit. If it's too loud, let me know. Do you have a team that could handle it, CJ? So I did LOL 2 years ago, I think. And the first run through it, I used an R4 Gwenpool, and it was she got it done. It wasn't terrible. People have definitely done it for less. And then so I don't think I did the first run of LOL, and then it was maybe about a month and a half later where I got Blade, and then over the Christmas like gifting stuff, I got Blade Awakened, and then I started going through the rest of LOL with Blade and Starkey. And just seeing the difference between how Blade and Starkey did it as opposed to Gwenpool, I realized, it was a matter of, if you're really good, you could probably use not the best champs, but I'm pretty mediocre or average. So I have to rely on the champions that I'm using a fair bit. And so then when Abyss was coming out, I was like, until there is a definite champ that is has an edge over any other in there, there's no way I'm starting Abyss. And I don't know if it was after they announced or just before, I pulled a 6-star Aegon. And I knew that he needed to be duped to be useful. So I took him to R2 unawakened, and people were like, oh, that's pointless because he needs to be awakened, which I knew, so fine. And he's not going to be any good for Abyss. Gilly29 is going to be the MVP for Abyss, and I'm like, well, whatever. Aegon seems like he's a pretty good champion anyways. It's just a matter of getting him awakened. Eventually I will, whether it be through a dupe or through a awakening gem. So fine, so I took him to R2, and then Abyss dropped. I don't know if I would have done it day one if Aegon was awakened. I definitely would have done it shortly after it dropped. Anyway, so it came out November, December, and then I think then Aegon was in the Cav crystals at one point, and I spent a ton of units trying to get him duped through the crystals, which didn't work. And then finished all of Act 6, got lucky and got a skill T5 CC and a skill Awakening Gem, so obviously those were going to go to Aegon. And then had him at R3 when I started Abyss, and I had a ton of items for my first path, but I was expecting it to be, even with all the items, I was expecting it to be about 4,000 to 5,000 units. I think I ended up doing it at 2,200. And I didn't really watch many videos prior. I'd kind of been in the background for a couple streams of it. But yeah, I think having the R3 Aegon made a huge difference for me in my first run. And the other runs haven't been too bad. They've been pretty... so Path 2 was about 1,000 units over what I was expecting, and then pass 3 was about 1,000 under. And then I skipped pass 4 and I went to pass 5, and pass 5 was way over what I was anticipating in unit use. The big reason for that was because I messed up on the massacre fight. Fights prior were a little bit more unit intensive than I thought, but no, the massacre one did not go well. But I think that's a really fun fight. If you do it properly, I could see the potential of that being a lot of fun. So I'm gonna do, I already did the 6-star or the 5-star featured arena, or whatever the hell it's called. The one where you use the 6-star. I've already done that, completed that for today. So I have the one where you're using the 5 stars left to do, but I'm gonna do that later in the day. Watch some TV on the couch and do some arenas. So I'm gonna do a bit more farming. Probably have to go at some heralds, and then that will be it. So this won't be a very long stream. It'll probably be about 45 minutes to an hour. And that'll be it for me today. Okay, so, oh crap. Can't get into heralds. Alright, I'll just use some small injury fills. I have a bunch that are, you know, overflow. Ooh, event quest completion. I need to finish off uncollected, so I'll have to do that. I'll have to be using up some energy for that too. I might show up a little, or I might stream a little bit longer if Malvina shows up. So the Captain Marvel fight opens tomorrow for the Summoner Showdown. That should be interesting. There was a video earlier regarding the mechanics of the fight. She's Incinerate immune, but takes extra damage if she's bleeding. So that's going to be interesting. I think for the show up difficulty, it won't be too bad. I mean, obviously people will probably be using Nick Fury and Blade and stuff like that. But it will be interesting to see the showdown difficulty, how that goes. Oh, disconnected. Let's have a look. Let's see. Boy, if somebody was finishing war now, they would not be happy. Not really though. Man, that would suck if you're fighting one of the last nodes in war and the game goes down. Oh. Actually, I may as well just use a big refill. Interesting indeed. Oh. Well, y'all must be busy doing the Sunday arenas. Not very chatty. So I normally save the monthly event quest and only do it when the completion event is running, the solo completion event, and then the alliance one. Other than that, I don't really run the monthly event quests. And we have the solo event quest one coming up in a few minutes, so. What are you cooking? Oh wait, maybe I don't want to know. Cause then, oh no, I'm gonna cook in a bit anyways. Yeah, what are you cooking? What time is it for you, CJ? Ah, spaghetti. So do you make your own sauce, or just like sauce from the store, or? Yeah, I think I'm gonna make some nachos in a bit. I guess there's not that much making to them. It's basically just the nacho chips and some cheese, and then fry up some beef. Have that while I watch some TV, and then do some arenas. And some auto fight. Oh no, I guess I can't really auto fight uncollected, and I think I've done everything else but uncollected, so yeah. Although with, no, not so much Aegon, I guess, but with Corvus Glaive, you can kind of get away with not really paying attention for it. Yeah, I used to make my own spaghetti sauce. It wasn't anything spectacular. It was like just ground beef and some vegetables, really, and just a few spices. But man, I've had some like pasta sauce that people made themselves, and oh, so good. So it used to be that you could start off with a heavy with Aegon, knock them down, and then charge in and get a combo on them. I'm finding that doesn't work anymore. Like, I'll knock them down from the heavy, try to charge in, but they're always intercepting it. And I don't know, I mean, maybe it's that I'm a little bit slower, but there just seems to be something different with the AI for that one thing in particular. I don't know if it's a leftover maybe from when the AI was really acting strange, and initially they wanted to just dismiss it, and then there was enough complaints and stuff, and I think people were posting examples and whatever, where then they actually took it seriously and addressed it. I don't think that they actually are doing anything with the mastery maps or layouts or like saving mastery settings or anything, because back in early in the new year, I think it might have been like February or March, there was an interview. Dorky Dave did an interview with them, and that question came up, and they're like, oh yeah, that's in the works. I don't think they gave a time frame, but they said it was in the works. So suggesting that's something that's been in discussions and it's something they want to work on or whatever. But then when they did the Dev Diary stuff, there was no mention of it, and people brought that up, and I think they ended up saying, yeah, that's something we want to do, not something that we are doing. So, I don't know why from the get-go either they would have simply said, hey, we haven't thought of that, that's something we can consider, or we have no plans to do it anytime soon. 172 or 180, Tom. So I don't know why they would have kind of led people on about that. And I don't think, I mean, for myself anyways, I'm fine with, if I switched at whatever the unit cost would normally be, I'm fine with that still being there, but simply to just press a button and have it switch over, right? Like, I'm not, and I don't think most people are asking that they can switch the masteries and not have a unit charge. I think most people are okay with that. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So normally, previously when I would charge in there, I'd be able to hit them and get a full 5 hit combo off, but you can't anymore. Yeah, so I think people are fine with the unit expense. They simply just want the ease of use of one button and boom, there you go. Like, I mean, it would be great for me, let's say, because pretty much I'm always running suicides. If I wanted to take suicides off to place my defense, and let me show Tom Aegon Sig first, and then I'll show you what I mean for, yeah, 180. for Aegon, Tom. Exactly, CJ. Tom, I think if you're doing like Act 6 stuff, where fights aren't very long, that's where you want him as a high sig. But if you're doing LOL or Abyss, he doesn't really... it will make it better for him to be max sig. But the thing is, with LOL and Abyss, 2 to 3 fights, you're going to be max combo anyways. So, or pretty close to max combo. So yeah. But yeah, if you're looking to use him in Act 6 or anything other than LOL and AOL, then yeah, you want him high sig. But if you're specifically thinking of him for LOL and AOL, don't think he needs to be at max sig. So the mastery thing. So yeah, this is what I run all the time, and this is how I place my defense as well. So majority of it is in offense, obviously. I mean, you could switch to a little bit more proficiencies at defense when you're placing defense, and then I've just got 6 in proficiency. So if there was a way that I could, so like if beside the recover button there was like mastery set 2 or 3 or whatever, right, and you just press that, it switches your masteries over. I would most likely, I would keep this as my main mastery set. I'd wipe them all out and set up like a defensive set for placing war defense. My defensive, I would probably leave those pretty much the same. The main thing I would change is my proficiencies. I would max out Limber. Maybe just Limber. Oh, and maybe put some points in a Mystic Dispersion if I'm running Mystic Defenders. But yeah, I mean, if it costs me... I think if I do that... Okay, because if I wanted to change for defense every time, I would change up my offensive masteries a little bit. I would take out points from Deep Wounds. And I think actually, yeah, just pretty much just Deep Wounds. Take out the 4 points there. And then put those into Limber. That would be the biggest difference. And I think doing that, I'm not sure exactly how many units it costs, but I would be okay using those units if I could just press one button. So right now, I'd be using the units, but then also the time to change it. And so that's why I just wouldn't bother. Yeah, they definitely would be. Yeah. Tom, I found... I didn't use Aegon at all until he was R3 and duped. I didn't use him... I had a 4-star duped, but I didn't use him to practice it at all. But what I found, just to understand his mechanics, I would run through ROL. But the way I use him in ROL is actually not the way I use him in Abyss. So obviously for ROL, the opponents don't have their L3s, so you can push them to 3 bars of power and it's no consequence really. But basically what I'll do, I'll take him in against Winter Soldier. The only special I ever use is the L3 for Aegon. But I won't use it until I'm at least 50 hits. Once you hit 50 hits, your L3 stuns them. Once you hit 50 hits, your L3, the stun lasts longer. So I'll be at an L3 for Winter Soldier prior to being at 50 hits. So I'll just hold until I'm at 50, then use it, and then you basically get 3 full combos while they're stunned. And then I would probably do the same thing on Captain Marvel. So there's 2 things. If you're at a 5, so how familiar are you with Aegon, Tom? Before I go into any more explanation. Let me get some Halls of Glory done. Oh wait, this is free energy, yeah. I don't know why they changed this up, actually. That's kind of weird. Like, they first came out with the stupid energy requirements, people complained. Then they reduced the energy requirements. And then Halls of Fortune, I think they removed them and had them there. How's it going, Mr. PC? Mr. PC? Okay. Working on the weekend? Oh, man. Tom, if you want, well, I need to farm some potions anyways. But if you want, I can go through a couple fights in ROL, just show you like the team I would normally use and just how I play them. But like I said, ROL and LOL or AOL, you're using I use Aegon differently between the three. Well, actually no, LOL and AOL I use them the same, but ROL I would use them differently. So if you want, Tom, I can go through a couple fights and just show you what I do. Mr. Champ, are you working, or you're working on your move? All right. So, and Tom, so there's a couple things to consider when using Aegon, at least for ROL, like if you're farming. So if you want to do the entire thing, like from Winter Soldier to Hulk, I just prefer doing it that way. I mean, you could just keep resetting on Winter Soldier, but if you do that, then Aegon probably isn't the champion you want to use, because there'll be champions who will get Winter Soldier down faster. But going through the entire ROL, I'm pretty sure Aegon is the fastest to go from start to finish. So a couple things. One, if you want to clear the entire thing, meaning you need to fight Wolverine, then you want to get as close to 500 hit combo as you can, because once you're at 500 hits, Aegon shuts down their defensive ability accuracy, meaning Wolverine won't get his healing. If you go in there substantially under 500 hits, he's just going to heal up from whatever you do. So if you're going to do that, then you kind of want some sustainability. So your synergy team will kind of matter. If you're not intending to do Wolverine and you just want to get it done as quick as possible, your synergy team will be a little bit different. And once we're out of here, I'll show you the two teams I use. And I don't farm ROL much, but if I do, I find it's fun to race somebody. And if you're on Discord, you can be on there and you can share your screen through Discord, your phone screen. I just find like kind of the competitive aspect and just seeing what somebody else is doing or hearing or whatever. So it makes it a little bit more fun, I find. But yeah, so if you're racing, obviously you want to get it done as quick as possible. And then again, there, it's a different synergy team. So once we're out of here, I'll show you the two different setups I'll use. But yeah, man, as his combo goes up, he gets to be a lot. Actually, even just building his combo is pretty fun too. Okay. Okay, so Tom, do you want me to go through ROL like as a speed run or a sustainability? So speed run, I would only go up to Wolverine. So I'm not taking in a team that's going to sustain me. or a team? I'm only going to go up to Wolverine anyways, but which would you prefer to see? Okay, speedrun. All right. So this is so this would be the sustainability team, just because of Nick Fury and Deadpool. So he's gonna drop the bleed. Aegon will drop the bleed and then heal up. But if I'm going for a speed run, and Captain Marvel movie would be on the team because as Aegon's combo increases, you gain Furies that are on you for a few seconds, and then with Nick Fury and Captain Marvel movie, that Fury, the time it's active on you is extended. But that's only if Nick is alive. So, okay. I'm sure you know this. I'm just, because I'm going to explain it, I may as well explain it properly, I guess. So, with Nick on the team, you're going to do an extra 10% attack, as Aegon's a hero. If Nick's dead, you're going to do 20% attack. So, for the first 2 fights, maybe 3, so for Winter Soldier, Captain Marvel, and Jugs, you want to build up your combo so that the later fights, your combo's higher. So you don't necessarily want to kill those 3 as fast as you can. You just want them to build up your combo. So for those 3 fights, you're going to leave Nick alive the entire time. Once you hit Rhino, you enter the Rhino fight with Nick, quit out, Nick's dead. Good. So now Aegon's attack is more. So because you're going to do that, there's no point in having synergy champs with Nick, because those synergies are only active while Nick is alive. So for the restoration kit, all champions except Nick, if Nick is alive, right? So if he's dead, you don't get that benefit. Same thing with the Fury one. All champions if Nick is alive. So when you're going to kill him off. So there's no point in having those 2 synergies when they're only going to be useful for 3 fights. So in that case, I won't bring Captain Marvel and I won't bring Deadpool. So I just want to increase Aegon's attack as much as I can. So I'll go with Gladiator Hulk. And a lot of people will use the champion for Aegon, because that will increase his attack as well. But it's only against larger champions. And up until Wolverine, I think the only ones larger than Aegon are Jugs and Rhino. So it's only going to help you out for 2 fights. So I'm just trying to think who I used to use. Because I've changed it recently. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter who I used to use. So this is who I will be using right now. There we go. So I'm going to bring in Proxima, because she's going to ensure that I keep my combo. I get hit once, I get a combo shield for a period of time. Once that combo is gone, once I have Furies on me, on Aegon, Proxima will also make those Furies more powerful. Yeah, Jugs isn't too bad actually. You can get them done pretty quick. So Proxima is going to enhance the Furies. Then Proxima has a synergy with Gladiator Hulk or any of these Avengers for an additional 7% attack. And then Black Widow, if the opponent is a villain, you get an extra 10%. And next the team will go in and... Actually, I think we only have 2 villains. Okay. So it's actually the same benefit as the larger champs as well. I'm just thinking, well, so it actually doesn't make much difference really. So she's an extra 10%. I think the champion is an extra 20%. So actually the champion would do more. Okay. I'm going to leave it with Black Widow. You're going to use Aegon for every fight. Yeah, but then if you're doing that pass, then you're having to do the dash back and hold. I mean, it's fine, but if you're trying to go as fast as you can, because you have to do that dash back and hold every fight, so if you're trying to go as fast as you can for the whole thing, you don't want to be doing that each time. But yeah, I mean, that does give you the permanent fury, so. Alright, so let's have a go here. And I'm going to go up to Wolverine. Alright, we're all good. Oh, I should probably just turn up the music a bit because I'm not going to be talking much while doing this. I hate Winter Soldier in here, man. I just find him so annoying. And he's the only one that kind of plays inconsistent. Like every other champ, you can predict what they're going to do. But with Winter Soldier, he'll like hold his block or intercept, like standing intercept, blah, blah, when you don't expect him stuff, and it's annoying. So I have the 3 bars of power, but I'm not using my L3. So like I said, I'll wait until I'm at least 50 combo, just to ensure that the stun is a little bit longer. Yeah. But no, you're right, Pass, that that synergy team is good if you want that fury on him. Actually, probably overall, like just damage-wise, that might be the best way to go. I don't know if it's going to be the best speed-wise, simply because you have to activate it each time. And using the L3 this way, where I'm just throwing the L3, it's not the best way to get the most damage. But like I said before, I want to build up my combo on Winter Soldier, Captain Marvel, and Jugs. I'm not going to use this last L3 just because of the time for the animation for it isn't worth it. Okay, so Captain Marvel is going to be similar. I'm just going to hit into or use 1 or 2 L3s. Jugs and Rhino is where the way I play it will be different. Actually, Rhino would be a little bit soon to change up the way I'm doing it, but we'll go for it anyways. So sometimes people will be using the L2 and stuff in here. If you got Nick with Deadpool, then okay, because you're going to heal back that recoil damage over time. But as I'm not going for sustainability, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, and I meant to get hit there just to highlight the Proxima synergy. So the reason I'm using the L3 now is because after getting hit just now, I have the Furies on me, so I'm just going to take advantage of the extra damage. But overall, it's not something you want to do because you want the first couple fights to last longer. And with those Furies on you, when you've got that L3 and those 3 free combos, you're doing so much damage. So with Jugs, normally I would just be going for combo on him, but this time I'll start it just to show you the heavy start. If they charge in, it works. Otherwise, it's kind of like what a waste of time. So basically, at the start of the fight, you just hold your heavy. I normally wait to press heavy until the screen says fight. Once the screen says fight, then I hold the heavy. So what I'm going to end up doing here, I'm going to get to my 3 bars of power. I'm going to try to get him to throw a special. There we go. Okay. And obviously the reason I wanted him to throw his special was just so he had no power. So when I went and did that, I didn't need to worry about him using a special at that time. So again, if you're intending to go all the way to Hulk, you don't want to do this early, because I'm going to end up killing Jugs much quicker than I want to. Like, I'd rather build the combo off of Jugs, but... So same start with Rhino as well. It'll be the same start with Rhino and with Storm. It will be different with Vision. So again, wait until the screen says fight and then hold your heavy. Oh, come on, hit me. There we go. Don't stun me, just hit me. I think it's at 50 hits or 100 hits. When you hold your heavy and they hit you, it reduces the amount of damage you take for the time that the combo shield is active for it. So Storm will start the same way. I don't know why, but I just find for the most part the starting with the heavy seems to be more successful when you wait for the fight text to show up on screen. If you hold it before that, I find for whatever reason they don't go in to hit you initially. Do it for Storm as well. Most likely, okay, good. So we did 38 hits. We're using the L3 after I have the Furies. Most likely, I'm going to come in after this L3 and a 10 hits. She should be down. So let's see. So there's 5, 7. Correct. Yeah, the combo meter goes up and you carry your combo over from fight to fight, and the SIG ability just increases the amount of combo that you take over. So for Vision, I'm not going to start with the heavy. The reason why is he starts with a bar of power pretty much right away. And there we go. And he'll throw his L1. So if I start off, that L1 is going to end up stunning me, and I won't get the benefit of the heavy. However, for the most part, usually with Vision, you get to 1 L3, and yeah, you'll see in a second here. So it's basically going to be the same thing as the Storm Flame. So long as he hits me. There we go. Oh, you bastard. So yeah, coming out of the L3, his stun within 2 combos will be dead. Oh, you almost made me lie. Yeah, man. If you're wanting to do AOL, I mean, absolutely you can do it without Aegon, but my goodness, why would you? Oh, like knowing that that's an option. Yeah, I was definitely kind of late to the party with AOL, but there was no way I was going in there without. I had the 6-star. I didn't have a 5-star, so that was not a consideration. I don't think if I had the 5-star, maybe I would have maxed him and gone at it, but yeah, considering I had the 6-star and I knew that was, dangerous for me. I knew that was an option. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do it before that. I was going to do the heavy into L3, but okay. Ugh, actually, at this point, it's not really worth it. Most likely, this L3 is going to take him out. Yeah, the higher your combo, the more damage you do with your crits. And it's not, I'm not sure, but you get to a specific combo, and everything is a crit, so. And this will be the last fight here. I'll go into the Wolverine fight just to show you what happens when you're not at 500 combo with Aegon. So yeah, I'm at 349 currently. And this is why you actually want to build your combo from those first few fights. Not for Scarlet Witch, but for the Wolverine. It's weird with her. I find, even though you can't see anything, I find her L2 so easy to evade. Her L1 always messes me up. But you can see the L1 coming. So again, I'm not going to use the L3 just simply to get a few more combo in for Wolverine. She's going to use her L1, isn't she? Okay. Yeah, but I mean, AOL, the rewards are so much better. So if you've got a team that's capable of doing it, I would do AOL first. Okay, so what am I at? I'm at 390. So I need another 110 hits. So I'll go through the Wolverine fight, but just notice how it starts out and notice him proccing the healing. Once I get 110, you'll see that he doesn't get the healing anymore. And I'll start with the... Yeah, that's the one thing that's kind of annoying when you start with the heavy. If they don't run in at you, it just doesn't pay off. But if you start with the heavy on him, you'll take him down probably 20 to 30% within that first combo. Yeah, so I mean, I'm doing tons of damage, but it's just not sticking, right? Because he's healing up. And try to get the heavy L3. Come on, hit me. Again. It's annoying when they don't do that. Okay, I'm just going to use my L3 just to build my combo a bit quicker. So this, yeah, I'm not going to do any, I'm going to do damage, but he's going to heal it up. So the only reason I did this is just because I'm going to get in 15 free hits, basically, without having to worry about any consequences. Okay, so we need about another 40. So if I can get to the 500 hits around when my L3 is available, you'll see how quickly he goes away. Okay, so I need 8 more hits. Damn it, I just won't do it, eh? Alright. Look at that, 9%. One L3. Okay, so we've now got the combo we need, so his regen will no longer proc. Just to make me a liar. Yeah, so there you go. So that's why you want to build your combo on those first 3 fights, because then Wolverine isn't as long. Oh, I guess since I'm at the end, I may as well try to finish this off. So if you were running, oh dear, I just realized. I brought Nick Fury to specifically highlight the difference once he's dead, and then I totally forgot to do it. Ah well. So what is that? 24, 33,000 damage. So if you had Nick Fury alive and Deadpool on the team, you'd be at this point with Aegon and he'd be 85 to 90% health. Because you're going to heal up at the beginning of each fight, and then you're dropping off suicides all the time right away anyway, so you're not taking that damage.
Finish him!
There we go. And that's that. So yeah, it'd be a little bit different. I think Mr. Panaz was the one suggesting Heimdall and Angela, right? I think I may try that next time. But knowing me, I'm gonna forget to to do the dash back and hold. So it's gonna be probably not that beneficial. But I would like to see what difference it makes. Yeah, the only problem with the R, like it's great for farming, but it's not a good way to practice fighting as Aegon as you would in LOL or AOL. Because they can use their special threes, you need to treat it a little bit differently. And I didn't realize, and it's probably always been the case, but most of the time I'm doing Arena, and I do whatever content is out when it's relevant. And for most of the content, you don't really get to use L3s often. But I never realized how much power you give them from an L3. Because, like, if you saw, I guess in this case, actually, most of them were dead after I used an L3 in the combo, so it was irrelevant. But in AOL, if you get to an L3 with Aegon, and you stun them, and you use your 15 hits, even if they had no power when you initially threw the L3, they're going to be basically at full power. I'm definitely no expert on Aegon Tom, but I've just found for myself that, for ROL farming, if you're going to go through the whole, like all the way to Hulk, he's definitely the way to go. Oh, Lord Shadow doesn't have Aegon either. Yeah, I think because Brian was kind of thinking that Sabretooth with the Sasquatch synergy was going to be his answer, and I think after running through it and realizing it wasn't that viable, because he ended up not using Sabretooth as much as he expected, I think that's why he's really eager to get Aegon now. Yeah, so like I'm saying, so like LOL, Red Hulk, you can't fight him the way you would fight the opponents in ROL. And then also you have Limber, right? So you have a limited amount of parries you can use. But if you take Proxima with you, building your combo with Aegon is a lot better, because you know at least you can sustain one combo from the opponent and not lose your combo. So, and also, I think it's, let's see here, I think it's 100 hit combo on Aegon, where, okay, no, that's just for the debuff. Where is it? So 5 hits. You're shrugging off debuff 10. Your crit damage is increased 20. Yeah, so at 20 combo on Aegon, whenever your opponent evades, you get a combo shield. So if you're playing one of the Spidey champs and they evade you, you get a combo shield. So if they hit you during that evade, you're not losing your combo. 30. Which one am I looking for here? Yeah, so there's the 500 where he would shut down Wolverine's healing. And then at the 1,000 hits, which you never get to 1,000, you get to 999. Well, yeah, you do, but you never save 1,000. You can only save the 999. And then, so each subsequent fight after max combo, you have to hit the opponent once to get the benefit of the 1,000 vids. Oh, really? Well, yeah, because I think when he first came out, there were a few people that did vids about it, but now it's, yeah. I mean, you'd really only do it if you're farming. I find that fun. Like I was saying before, if you have Discord or any other way to share your phone screen with somebody, and if you are both running ROL and you do it as a race, it doesn't matter if you're using Aegon or whoever. Just because, like, if you need the potions and it's something you want to do, I just find it more interesting because I mean it is pretty bland. Yeah, pass. So for 416, well, for that actually I just auto flight it. But for the most part, I'll wait until there's a class combat. So like if there's a tech combat or skill combat or whatever, and I'll just go in there with whatever 6 stars I have of that class and just auto flight it to get points in that. For 536, I'll do this, well, not auto fighting, but because if you're not a science champion, your attack is reduced. So I'll use Aegon or Corvus Glaive and go and fight with them. Aegon, once he's about 75 to 100, it doesn't seem as though the attack reduction makes any difference. He's killing things pretty quick. And then Corvus with 2 charges, same thing. And then also for 536, if it's the science combat, then I'll use science champs in there. So we have meeting attacks, meeting quests. Oh, I'll have a run through of the current heralds and fight Void and see how that goes. I will be right back. And back I am. Yeah, Tom, like Past said, Act 4 would be a good place to practice with Aegon as well. Because if you go into the quests where you need a specific class, otherwise the attack is reduced, so you'll be able to build his combo because he's not going to do very much damage initially. But then as his combo builds, you're going to be taking it up pretty fast. So yeah, I think I'll do one pass through Heralds, and then that will be it for the stream. I'm gonna do the rest of the Sunday arenas later on in the day. Oh, Tom, are you still there? I'm just going to show you where I got, or how I got Aegon to R3. So that video is how I was able to get Aegon to R3. I don't think there's actually a huge difference, at least for Aegon, between R3 and R2. I didn't play him at anything other than R3 though, so I can't really compare. So what team are you using for LOL with Aegon, Tom? So I think the last time I did the Heralds with Void as the boss, I used Aegon, I had Nick, and I think I had Stealth Spidey. I don't really know why. Oh, I had him there just because he was a 6-star skill champ. I didn't use him. I think I used Aegon for every fight. Oh, Nick and Deadpool, right, for the healing. I think I got Void to 2%, and then I died because I got a debuff on me, and then Void just made that worse than it usually be. And Aegon, for him, even with suicide, is not bad because as soon as you hit him, because you're going to be at a relatively decent combo, so as soon as you hit him, you're going to drop off the bleed and the poison debuff, so he's not going to get the benefit of having like degenning you from that. Okay. Yeah, Blade with Ghost Rider makes Red Hulk pretty. Yeah, a pretty quick fight. Relatively. For LOL, pretty quick. Yeah, the first couple fights with Aegon suck though because you're building your combo. Alright, so let's have a look at this Heralds. Because kind of wondering whether or not Blade would actually be better for it overall than Aegon. Well, not overall, but at least for Void. Oh, let me see how many of these things I have. I think 3. Oh, yeah, I'll do one run now. Ooh, and where am I for? Oh, 22 level 3s. Shoot, can I? And I don't think I can convert anymore. I think I've already converted as many as I can. Yeah, I'm maxed out on all the conversions. Okay. Other than the team ones. Yeah. That's too bad. Alright, so for this, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to go with the team I want to. Oh, wait. Okay, so I've got the healing. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to use that, Nick. Use the Firestar Duke one. And go Blade. There we go. So Aegon will do most of the, well, hopefully we'll do all of the fights. I need to use him for the first few for sure to build his combo so that he's going to be useful for Void. And I'm thinking if for whatever reason I need to use, like if Aegon dies, Blade should be able to finish off Void. That's how it go. I don't remember which side. I think last time I did the left side. And I think that's what I'm going to do this time. The next buff trigger. Okay. So it's going to happen on the first parry. What, is it the same? Oh, okay. Oh, the next buff. Okay, okay. That makes that even easier, right? Okay. Well, there we go. All right, I'm going to turn down my mic, or I'm going to turn off my mic and turn up the music. And when I get to Void, I'll turn back on my mic.
changes.
Alright. So it's not quite void yet, but we're almost there. So I just basically wanted to be at a combo of 100 with Aegon, so that it will be a guarantee to shrug off any debuffs when I hit. And at this point, pretty much every hit is a critical anyway, so. And I don't think I was going to get another 50, so I'm not reaching the next threshold, so be it. Yeah, I'm at 118. Really? Huh. Okay. Now I think Void has like an evade mechanic. I don't think I read this the last time, so let's see what he's got. Okay, all standard, mix master. Oh, right, okay. Same attack twice in a row. He's gonna evade. And then spread. Right, so that's where. Okay, so the last time I did this, I took him down pretty quick, but Aegon's health was dropping really fast, and it was because of the mix master. So I was gaining, or because of Spry, I was gaining debuffs on me, which obviously Void wants to do that to you. Okay, I think I may just do the same thing, just Zerg him down and finish him off with Blade and Nick. So it's not necessarily the prettiest way to do it, but it will get the job done. Okay. Reduces the critical release. So yeah, so I guess in this one it's just a matter of slow playing it with Aegon and just using heavies or like 3-hit combos, and then not worrying about Mixmaster really, or just going all out, getting the debuffs on you, but getting Void down really fast. So last time I did it the fast way, let's try it the slow, smart way this time and see how it goes. Whoa, did not see that coming. I guess I need to zerg him down then. This should be interesting. Okay. Well, I guess if he's stunned, he can't apply it. Yeah, that's true. Makes sense. Well, there we go. And that's that. Alright, well, got through what I wanted to get through, so that's about it for this stream this morning. I'm gonna head off. Thanks for hanging out and keeping me company. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Have a good one.